Hey everyone, Cahlen here, and today I'm going to be harvesting some mung beans. So I planted a bunch of those in the spiral garden this year, and basically one of the bean pods was brown and had actually kind of twirled itself and opened up and spilled beans onto the ground. So that's how I'm kind of telling that it's about time to harvest these things. So let's take a look at that. So here's a mung bean plant, this guy right here, and you can see he's got number of beans on him, and you can see he's starting to get dark at the top here. So none of these are actually ready to harvest yet, but if we go down a little bit more, we'll see they've gotten, some of them are darker, and this is the guy who split himself open. You can see there's a mung bean in there still. Actually, there's a couple mung beans in there still. One just fell. And you can see him, they're kind of on the ground. Oh, there's another one that split itself open. So let's grab one of these. Let's grab this guy right here, and let's go open it. Okay, so let's try and open this guy one-handed because I'm using the camera in my other hand right now. Zoop. It's hard one-handed. I don't know if some of the beans already fell out, or like maybe they're just on the other side of this. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, you can see, let's see how many beans we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's probably around 10 to 12 beans per pod here. So these guys are kind of like normal beans, you know, they're not lentils or anything like that. And the reason that I like them is that they're small, so they cook quickly. And you can also sprout them in a matter of 2 to 3 days, and it's a bean that you can eat just from having it sprouted. So beans have something, I believe it's called lectins, which depending on the type of lectin can actually be very detrimental to your health or just make you feel not very good. And sprouting them actually reduces the amount of lectins, and then cooking them reduces it as well. So but for a thing like a kidney bean, like if you were to eat a couple of kidney beans raw, like you could actually kill yourself depending on how many of those you eat. You know, you don't need to eat very many. So the kidney bean is especially dangerous. It's very important that you cook that very well, and you couldn't sprout it and then eat it, but you can with the mung bean. So, and I actually really like to eat mung bean sprouts. I just sprout them over 2 to 3 days. Then I'll add some avocado oil and like a salt to it, and then mix it up, and it's actually extremely filling. It can be like the only thing I eat if I have enough of it in a day. So anyways, I probably have, I don't know, 20 or so of those pods ready to go today. So I'm just going to go ahead and harvest those real quick. So here's today's harvest. I'll probably be able to get this much more, probably 4 or 5 more times before all of them have matured. So, you know, it's not a huge amount, but I'll definitely be able to plant a really big mung bean garden next year using all of these seeds. So my plan is I'm probably just gonna throw all of these into a container like this and let them kind of open up on themselves, you know, because going through and opening them, you know, myself is a lot of work. Seems like they basically do that work for me, so I think I'm just gonna let them do that. So that's the first mung bean harvest. I would say that, you know, you currently you're able to get very large bags of mung beans for very inexpensive, like one bag, like an 8-pound bag or something like that, would probably require a giant garden to farm yourself. So I would say take advantage of the fact that you can get things like this pretty cheaply right now. But later on, you know, and also you can use them to grow and eat and stuff like that. So, but eventually, you know, it could be good to grow them. I would say if you're going to be growing beans, because you have to grow a lot to get even just a little bit of beans, you may want to grow larger beans like the rattlesnake beans that I'm growing with the Jerusalem artichoke. So just because, you know, each bean is going to be probably 5 times bigger than each of these and is going to be a lot more food. So anyways, that's the mung bean harvest. Thanks for watching, and I'll check in with you guys later.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider sharing it. If you'd like to help me out in a more substantial way, you can learn how to do so at cahlen.org/gift. And if you'd like to have a one-on-one conversation with me, whether publicly or privately, you can learn how to do so at cahlen.org/one-on-one. Thanks again for watching.